Yeah.
Now, with a tag, prior to that, it wasn't. Hence the reason why he was convicted.
Yes, that's how crime and punishment works.
So that's why.
How crime and punishment works.
So that's why I patrol around my local area at 10:30 at night when I've still got to get to work for the next morning to make sure no people are doing anything they shouldn't be by getting the bits out or doing naughty things. That's why, because the police said on foot. The police, you must agree, the police said on foot doing it for us, so the community's got to do it, and they haven't. Of course they have.
Yeah, man.
Have the community got to police their own estate? Of course they have. Yeah. Because I ain't seen a police officer for years in my estate. Honestly, not for years, mate. So they could, that's my point.
They turn up to air in 2 minutes, though.
Yeah, of course you do. So, how my story come along? It isn't even about what's going on. My story come along because I was in town bowling with my daughter and my family and my grandkids, and my daughter was probably from here 100 yards away, and two migrant men asked her to sit down on the grass, mate. And she's 14 now. But me being me, I could have approached it a different way. But I went over and had a chat with them, just a chat, mate. That's all I had. And said, lads, you can't do that here. And if you don't believe me, you look on TikTok, mate. I said, you can't do that here, lads. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go to the hotel and report it. So I went to the hotel. I spoke to the police, the security guard.
What did they do?
They asked my 14-year-old daughter to take a sit with them on the grass, but you might get your trousers dirty. One bloke was 35, and he was saying, I asked her as a sister. I said, all I said to him is, you're not allowed to do that here, mate. So I went to the hotel to complain. Right, the doors come open, they're throwing apples at me through the door, mate.
Yeah, I can see why.
What do you mean you can see why, bro?
If I asked, can I sit down with you, right?
No, they asked my 14-year-old daughter to sit down with them. Do you see that wrong? Be careful, are you?
Yeah, mate. Be careful.
Only if a crime.
Is it weird?
I wanted to prevent the crime from being committed.
You think that's weird?
So he thinks it's okay. So he thinks it's okay for a migrant to ask my 14-year-old daughter to sit with them and say, well, no crime was committed. No, because I prevented it because I'm a dad. That's why, because I'm a dad. So your values are completely wrong. Are your values wrong? Are your values wrong? So you're saying to me, I should have done. No, don't tell me to shut up. So you're telling me I should have done what I've done. No, when they asked my daughter to fucking sit down with them, and you're telling me that was normal. Are ya?
See, you're a joker, you are, mate. You're a joker.
I'm going to get
Idiots. Absolute idiots. What a prat. What an absolute prat. What a prat. So he thinks that's absolutely normal, guys, right? He thinks it's normal for a migrant to ask for a 14-year-old daughter to sit with him, and he said no crime's been committed. But the issue is there, fella. Look, I prevented the crime from happening.
Hello, little pretty 14-year-old.
Do you want to sit with me? And you said no crime was committed. Come on, behaviour. I prevented my daughter to something happening, and you're okay with that? You're an absolute fool. You are a fool. You look like a fool, you sound like a fool, and you are a fool. So take your top out and piss off.
You need to get your computer and check.
Idiot. How can he justify that? How can he justify that?
99% of parents, no, 100% of parents will say, what the fuck was that?
How can you see that being normal? Why are you standing with us? You're British. Why are you standing with us? You're British. It's not right.
You think it's normal. You think it's normal.
What's snatching your phone out?
What? That's British values, what you've just told me?
Yeah.
You absolute fool. You absolute fool. You fool. You fool.
Like around Europe, we'd have to keep putting signs through.
You're an absolute fool. So this guy thinks it's okay that two migrant men asked my daughter to sit with them and said no crime was committed. No, because she was with her dad and the crime was prevented. I prevented another rape with a 14-year-old girl. That's what happened there.
My daughter feel weird when she walks around when foreign men keep coming up to her in Coventry City Centre asking her for a number when she's got my grandson on her. Weird, ain't it? But you think all these people are absolute saints? We're not concerned people like you, mate. What? I think they're people, just like all of us.
Doctors and engineers?
They are, but the problem is you're trying to justify the crime.
Yeah, and that's
the nonsense just like you. You're a fucking traitor.
Maybe he sits in parks, let's go sit next to him.
Yeah.
Hey?
You look at little girls, do you?
You look like one of them.
Well, that's silly.
I was a little girl, do you?
You clearly think
you
it's
might
alright.
pals.
You think it's
You ain't
alright?
got no fucking pals there, have you?
You don't think it's weird or nothing like that? You don't think
We
it's
don't
weird?
want you here as much as we don't want the migrants.
So this guy thinks it's okay.
I'd be taking that exit. I wouldn't walk past all them down there.
We'll meet you at the end.
You'll get collared, mate.
So yeah, guys, this chap here thinks.
Never trust a lady with your kids.
Yeah, he's gone round a different path, that guy. He said it was basically okay. I mean, it's not weird or nothing for a two.
Absolute idiot, guys. What an absolute sausage.
Tracer, you're an idiot.
What an absolute sausage. Aye. So this chap here thinks it's okay that two migrant men asked my 14-year-old daughter to take a seat with them. Aye.
Film is back, it's okay. Andy Public UK, you'll be on the channel.
ME Media will be all over there, mate, as well, to be fair. And you're going to look absolutely stupid. You're going to look stupid by agreeing that it was okay for two migrant men to ask my daughter to sit with them. And you said that. Because no crime was committed, but I prevented a crime. Do you believe do you think I prevented a crime? What do you think was going to happen to that poor, innocent 14-year-old girl in the middle of nowhere?
What did she say?
Nothing. She said no. Obviously, she's with her dad.
What she said?
What do you mean? What does it matter?
It doesn't matter
She was
what
asked
she said.
whether she would take
Two
them.
grown migrants asked a 14-year-old girl to sit down on the grass with them.
What was their intentions, chap? What was their intentions?
And to get a bum dirty.
You have no idea.
I'll tell you what then. Let's put this in perspective. Let's put this in perspective, right? Me, if I wanted to, I could do what I absolutely want with you. Not with any of these, it doesn't matter. I can do what I want with you. There's no control. You are not going to stop me. And I'm a grown man and you're a grown man. So imagine the power two men had over a 14-year-old girl.
The 14-year-old girl and you.
No, stop being stupid. Stop being stupid. Stop being stupid. I've just asked you a question. So
I'm just trying to understand what's going on there.
As a male,
If he could overpower you, what could these two men overdo to that young girl?
If I could overpower you now, you're a man. Right. So these two men that asked my daughter to sit with them, what do you think they could have possibly done to my daughter if I wasn't there?
I'm sure you can come up with all sorts of terrible things, but like...